In this section, I'm going to explain about SOPs. SOPs means standard operating procedures to be followed as a bench sales recruiter. So this is a high level overview about SOPs, and I'll be explaining most of the SOPs in the coming classes. Basically, an accounts manager or a manager sends a resume, that is a consultant's resume, to the bench sales recruiter. So the bench sales recruiter must analyze the information that is received. What kind of analysis required here? The analysis is based upon the skills and as well as the billing rate per hour. Fine. It's very, very important that billing rate per hour has to be received from the accounts manager. Then only it would be easy for the bench sales recruiter to market. Second thing is analyze the consultant skills, right? So when you see this consultant skills, what do you find there? The consultant skills may be Java developer, .NET developer, big data developer. Those kind of skills may be there, and each skill may be having multiple skills. So as a bench sales recruiter, one must understand that skill. Then the bench sales recruiter must speak to the consultant. Whatever has been mentioned in the resume, based upon that you would analyze the skill. But when you speak to the consultant, he will give a lot of weightage to few skills and less weightage to few skills. As a bench sales recruiter, you would understand what is the expectation from the consultant, and accordingly you can market. This is mandatory, and try to speak with the consultant for 30 minutes or 40 minutes or 1 hour to understand the skills and the consultant's expectation, because this is not going to be a repeated process. Once you understand these skills and the expectation, it would be very easy for you to market that consultant and coordinate with the consultant at all times. Prepare a template. Template means what? In the Excel spreadsheet, just create what are the skills of that consultant, and some more parameters are to be asked related to the skills and about the personal information. I will be explaining that one in a detailed manner in the class. Format resume. So what is formatting resume? One must understand how to format it and what are the details that are to be shared with other clients, and what are the details that are to be hidden. Then a Gmail account for that consultant must be created, because this Gmail account you are going to market the consultant. So go to Gmail, based upon the consultant name, create a Gmail ID and make sure that you receive all emails in that email ID. Most of the consultants would have a LinkedIn profile. If they don't have a LinkedIn profile, create a LinkedIn profile with the help of the Gmail account. Make sure that the resume and as well as the LinkedIn profile are 100% matching. What does it mean there? The start date of the project, the end date of the project, employer name, skills, everything should be as is. So the LinkedIn should be a replicate of the resume. Then prepare an email template if you're a bench sales recruiter, right? That is, if you're in bench sales, right? Prepare an email template to send requirements. If you're a recruiter, what does it mean? See, my title is bench sales recruiter. That means two roles are combined here. The first one is bench sales, right? Marketing the consultants and recruiter. So you need to do the recruiter work also. So prepare an email template to send requirements. Then, as a recruiter or a bench sales manager, you need to prepare an email template to attract candidates. Recruiter can attract candidates and they can hire the candidates in the company's payroll, or the bench sales people can also do that one. So for all of these things, serial number 8, 9 and 10, one must prepare the email template. Then posting the resume in job boards. Why we are posting this one? To get more requirements, right? So when we post a resume in job boards, many clients would search resumes, and if your resume is going to come on top of that one, then the clients call you or the clients send an email, right? So I've explained in detailed manner how to post the resume in Dice, Monster, Indeed, TechFetch, Career Builder, Glassroll.com, and India I've explained Naukri.com. So here, when you post the resume, what happens? Clients search for the resume and either they call you or send an email. The next one is, as a bench sales recruiter, you need to search the relevant requirements or the appropriate requirements that are matching the resume. For that, what you need to do, you need to understand the skills of the consultant, prepare a Boolean search, and search it in job boards or social media, whatever it is. Whatever requirements you are getting, you need to apply to those requirements. Then create an alert in job boards. So basically, what happens in the resume process? One must create a login, and after that, personal information, experience, and the resume must be uploaded in job portals or social platforms. Then, these companies, job boards or social medias, provides an opportunity to create a job alert. So what would happen? Let us say Java developer, right? That is the consultant. So you create a job alert for that one. At the end of the day, the job board will pick what are the new jobs that are posted with Java developer. It will consolidate everything and it will send an email to you that these are the Java developer jobs that are created yesterday, and you can take a look at it. Fine. So it will come through email. Click each requirement and see whether that requirement is a perfect match for your consultant. So post the resume in social media. It is similar like posting the resume in job board, but it has got other advantages also. So basically post, right? There's an option in LinkedIn. Then groups. Fine. So you can either create a group or you can join a group and you can send consultants information there. I will explain this one in a detailed manner. Similarly, not only for LinkedIn, you need to do for Facebook, Twitter, etc., etc. So when you become an experienced person, then you should send emails, right, to friends, end clients, tier 1 clients about your hot-based consultants. So I will take few examples and explain to you how this must be done. Get email IDs from your company's databases and send emails. This is all about a company's database. A company may have its database with a lot of email IDs, and as a bench sales recruiter, you need to get those email IDs and send mass emails to those clients so that the clients respond to your hotlist email with their requirements. Similarly, some company would have subscribed for some company database subscription. For example, ProHire. Okay, this is a very famous company which has got a lot of contacts, and you can subscribe to that ProHire. That means that your employer must subscribe to that company, and you can use that service for sending either requirements or resumes. Then you can go to groups present in LinkedIn, Facebook, Google, and post the consultant information. All you need to do is some kind of browsing to know how to get the relevant groups. So the detailed part is find out the group, become a member to that group, post your consultant information. Some groups may be open. That means immediately you can publish your information there. Some groups may be a closed one. In that situation, you cannot do that one. You need to wait for some time so that the group owner approves that one and send a confirmation in LinkedIn. Then try to find out the best staffing companies, tier 1 clients, tier 2 clients. So I'll explain like how to get clients of tier 1 and tier 2 and as well as the vendors also in my email. Now some examples are S3staffing.com. This is a very big staffing company. Kforce.com, very big staffing company and as well as consulting company implementing projects. Vendorpass.com. This is also a very big company. So as a recruiter, what you must do? You must subscribe or submit the resume of the consultant to these companies. So what would happen? These companies would search their database to find out the relevant resume for their job requirement. If they're able to find out your resume, then immediately they will call you or send an email to you. Then understanding the client requirements is very, very important. You must understand it correctly, get all the relevant skills and other important information, speak to the client and submit. Then what happens after the resume is submitted? There will be some kind of interview, and that interview may be with written test, or it may be a phone test, or it may be combination of both. In that situation, make sure that you coordinate with the consultant and as well as the client, get all necessary information. If the consultant is selected, then get the start date and the end date for the consultant. So there must be some tracker, submission tracker. So fill all those details there. Some examples are: what is the consultant name? What is the rate offered? What is the client name? Contact details of the client. What is the tax term? It is H1B, right? Maybe in COP to COP. American citizen, maybe in 1099, right? So this W2, 1099 and C2C are called as tax terms. Start date of the project, end date of the project, status. Status means on this particular day, what is that consultant doing, right? So if the interview is in process, then you can say interview in process, interview selected, onboarding, documents in process, join the client, working with the client. These are all status. You can do that one. After the consultant joins with the client, as a bench sales recruiter, you must have constant relationship with the client. So 1 week, within a week, talk to the consultant for a couple of times. The second week, third week, at least talk once. After a month, talk at least once in a month. Develop some kind of a relationship with the consultant. Understand what is the consultant's expectation. And always try to get the end date of the project so that you can market those consultants in a better way. So whatever information you get, right, add new clients to your database, add new vendors to your database, add new consultant to your database. In that way, this becomes a procedure, right, which can be very useful for any bench sales recruiter. And finally, plan how to attract consultants, right? How to speak with them, how to give the right information, which will be convincing to the consultant. So think about various points about your company, speak to them and take it further. And these are the standard operating procedures